fires are in Indonesia. The smoke is in Malaysia. Air quality has hit unhealthy levels across Sarawak and Selangor, and the winds that carried it there are not changing until August 14th. A Malaysian official put it plainly, this is not a one-off problem. It happens almost every year. The borders stop people, not smoke. Malaysia is confronting another bout of transboundary haze as wildfires burning across neighbouring Indonesia send thick smoke northwards, pushing air pollution to unhealthy levels in parts of Sarawak and Selangor. Residents have been urged to reduce outdoor activities as authorities warn that hot weather, limited rainfall, and prevailing winds could prolong the pollution. In Sarawak, on Malaysian Borneo, the air pollution index reached 182 in the southern district of Serian by noon on August 10th. Malaysia classifies readings between 100 and 200 as unhealthy, while levels above 200 are considered very unhealthy and can trigger school closures and strict restrictions on outdoor activity. Across the South China Sea, Johan Setia in Selangor recorded an API of 152, the highest reading in peninsular Malaysia at midday. The deteriorating conditions come as wildfires spread across parts of Indonesia. A blaze in Bromo Semeru National Park in East Java scorched about 550 hectares over the weekend, while several other fires spread rapidly across the island during an unusually dry period. Sarawak authorities have advised residents to limit time outdoors, acknowledging that much of the pollution originates beyond Malaysia's borders.
This is not a one-off problem. It happens almost every year, and much of it comes from the other side of the border due to activities beyond our control.
Malaysia's meteorological service warned that hot conditions and reduced rainfall could persist until August 14th, potentially worsening the haze. Southerly winds are carrying smoke from Indonesian fire hotspots towards Malaysia, with southern Sarawak particularly vulnerable to deteriorating visibility and air quality.
Southerly winds and the high number of hotspots in the neighboring country have the potential to cause transboundary haze and reduce visibility, especially in the south of Sarawak.
Transboundary haze has plagued Southeast Asia since the 1970s, with Malaysia and Singapore repeatedly affected by fires in Indonesia during dry seasons. The most severe episodes came in 1997 and 1998, and again in 2015, when smoke blanketed large parts of the region, contributing to deaths and sending thousands of people to hospital with respiratory and cardiovascular problems. The issue has also repeatedly strained relations within ASEAN. Regional governments introduced the Haze Action Plan in 1997, but enforcement has remained difficult. Malaysia and Singapore have previously criticised Indonesia over open burning, often associated with land clearing for agriculture. Jakarta maintains that it has strengthened enforcement against companies responsible for fires and disputes, claims that Indonesia alone is responsible for the haze. For Malaysia, however, the immediate concern is the air residents are breathing. With fires still burning, rainfall limited, and winds carrying smoke across national borders, authorities are warning that the latest haze episode could worsen before conditions begin to improve. Bare hands and wooden beaters standing between a national park and flames that have refused to die down for 3 straight days. Firefighters and volunteers at Indonesia's Bromo Semeru National Park battled a wildfire tearing through protected savanna and forest in East Java, many of them smashing at the flames with makeshift equipment known locally as kepiok, even as water tankers and portable sprayers worked alongside them across the steep volcanic terrain. Footage from the scene shows crews trekking across blackened hillsides as thick smoke rises behind them, beating back flames racing through dry vegetation by hand in stretches too rugged for vehicles to reach.
Earlier, we were hampered by strong gusts of wind, and navigating through the cliffs posed a significant obstacle for us to reach the burning area. Nevertheless, we managed to extinguish over 5 hectares.
The wildfire was first detected on August 3rd inside the Bromo Tengah Semeru Conservation Area, spreading quickly through parts of Probolinggo and Malang regencies. By August 5th, ground teams reported the fire beginning to ease, although isolated hotspots remained scattered across the burned area.
This wildfire has been ongoing since August 3rd, 2026, starting at around 5 p.m. As of today, there are still remaining spots of fire that have not been put out, although the vast majority of the burned area has been successfully controlled. As of August 4th at 5:40 p.m., since the fire broke out on August 3rd, the total burned area is approximately 51 hectares.
Officials have given differing estimates of the fire's scale as assessments continue. Park authorities put the burned area at around 51 hectares, while Indonesia's National Disaster Agency said on August 6th that at least 60 hectares had been destroyed. A separate breakdown from the agency showed roughly 10 hectares burned in Probolinggo Regency and around 60 hectares in Malang Regency, taking the combined total closer to 70 hectares. Steep volcanic contours and shifting winds have complicated efforts to bring the fire fully under control, with disaster officials warning that stronger gusts could push flames further into the forest. Drones have been deployed both to spray water on hotspots and to map fire activity in terrain too difficult for ground crews to access on foot. Parts of the park have been closed to tourists since August 3rd, with entrances through Malang and Lumajang regencies shut off for the duration of the operation. No casualties have been reported so far, and the cause of the fire remains unclear. For now, the fight continues much as it began. Hundreds of personnel working the line, water tankers where the terrain allows, and crews on the ground beating back the flames one stretch of hillside at a time.
Oke, kita memasuki hari ketiga di mana petugas mulai melanjutkan pemadaman, dimulai dari kemarin melanjutkan tadi jam 6 pagi sampai jam 5:30 kita mulai pemadaman. Alhamdulillah udah mulai padam. Tadi kita terkendala oleh angin yang sangat kencang dan jalan melewati tebing menjadi kendala yang sangat sulit bagi teman-teman petugas, relawan, dan dari masyarakat setempat. Tapi kita bisa memadamkan sekitar 5 hektar lebih.
Ya, terima kasih kepada teman-teman relawan. Hari ini bisa memadamkan api alat seadanya dengan alat kepiok sama mobil dari anggota BPD, dari teman-teman Taman Nasional dengan Manggalakni Saya sangat terima kasih atas bantuannya. Sudah padam hari ini. Saya berterima kasih.
Kejadian bakaran untuk saat ini terjadi sejak tanggal 3 Agustus 2026, tepatnya sekitar pukul 17.00. Kemudian sampai hari ini masih ada sisa api yang masih belum padam, walaupun sebagian besar area yang terbakar sudah dapat dipadamkan. Untuk kejadian sampai tanggal 4 Agustus jam 17.40, luas area yang terbakar sekitar 51 hektar.